This is Machukanyarieko TV talk show, where we analyze politics and governance issues. We focus on national, local and international news. We examine the political way of our people, social and economic. Nyarieko TV talk show, the house of ideas.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Allow me to begin by arguing that the meeting between Fred Matiang'i, the former CS for Interior, and the immediate former deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Gachagua, has actually sent shockwaves to State House and all over the united opposition opponents. Most of these people had not seen this coming. In this video, I'm going to reveal the significance of this meeting and how it is directly going to affect the 2027 general elections. But before we proceed, in any case, if you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe so that wherever we produce another video, YouTube will automatically notify you. Back to the discussions. Politics, or Kenyan politics, is now changing. Arrangements are now being fermented. Individuals are now preparing for the 2027 general elections. From the UDA and the ODM, it is known that it is William Samoei Ruto who will be the flag bearer. But from the united opposition, which is composed of Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembeya, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, and Gachagua, and the latest entrant, that is the former Speaker of National Assembly, Justin Muturi, have all indicated interests that they will contest for the top seat. But they will allow one of them to face William Samoei Ruto. Can this be a reality when time comes? In the recent past, there has been war, Cold War, between Fred Matiang'i and Gachagua. Initially, Gachagua did want Fred Matiang'i to come with a regional political party. Of course, looking at the political scenarios, Fred Matiang'i could not do that. It therefore came with one political party, which probably comes from the mountain, where Gachagua has got the majority support. Is political support base. Actually, when you talk of Gachagua, it is like saying Bwana asifiwe na watu wanaitika. So he has got a total support base there. But they must have one presidential candidate in order to win the 2027 general election. There have been differences. We have seen Jeremiah Kion moved from the Secretary General to debut party leader. Probably this is why now Gachagua is inviting Fred Okengo Matiang'i to the table, probably to discuss issues in relation to 2027 elections. Rigathi Gachagua may even decide to request Fred Okengo Matiang'i to do some things so that they can go ahead smoothly. Of the opposition political party, the Fred Okengo Matiang'i and Rigathi Gachagua's parties have been in cold relationship, probably because of the deep state. Remember earlier on, I said in each political party that you form, at the midst is seated the deep state that will always reveal information. Just a few days ago, we saw Fred Okengo Matiang'i condemn the attack of Rigathi Gachagua on strongest term possible that a former CS can ever give. And probably this will also be another indication that Gachagua is now meeting him, because the words that Fred Okengo Matiang'i uttered were very strong and which cannot be taken for granted, him being the former CS4 security, that is internal security, because he understands the systems. The people who worked with him are still in the system. The people who worked with Rigathi Gachagua are still in the system, and therefore they understand each and everything that is taking place within the internal security. Probably they were exchanging words and trying to come up on ways to deal with the arrogancy of William Samoei Ruto's police force. The other day, you saw Rigathi Gachagua being attacked in the church, and the police force was claimed for that. Therefore, the former chiefs, security chiefs, I call them security chiefs because this Rigathi Gachagua has been a provincial administrator for quite a long time before it came to be even a member of parliament, and finally the deputy president who was briefed on security matters. So these are the key figures. These are the people who have the information on security matters at their fingertips. So they exchanged that, and they discussed in their private meeting ways to work together forward without that outdoing one another, or a reduction of duties as they call it, whereby you blame one another for things that happen. These individuals probably were doing the subdivisions of the entire republic because they cannot compete with William Samoei Ruto, who was the government resources at his disposal. They have to decide this person should own a given region. Say no this time. They support one person to look for votes in that region. Another one, the Maasai land. Another one, Rift Valley, so that they can put William Samoei Ruto at his toes. If you go all over the Republic of Kenya, you will find that it's not that simple to weed out William Samoei Ruto. If you come dismantled, you must be united. If they unite, and because of the incompetence issues, then there is a possibility that they can win the 2027 general elections. What is your take? What do you think these two individuals who have been in cold relationships were discussing privately? Drop your comment, subscribe, and give a like. Thank you for your continued support and have a pleasant weekend ahead.